about whether she would become the principal, and so long as there was any man, a man, for that job, the man would get the job because the man had a family to support, as if my mom did not. You know what I'm saying? We've come a long way. And we've come a long way not because of shouting. Now we've come a long way not just because of one candidate, but we've come a long way because there's people who share our values, who are being willing to work in the political process. Now there's some here who are working in that process as candidates. It's a hard road as a candidate. I don't care whether it's a JP or State Board of Education or running for governor of the state, and there's people in all those races here. If you're not seeking election, I'm not saying who to endorse, but listen, help those people who want to represent you by being part of a team. I want you as part of my team. But if you don't think I deserve your support, pick somebody else. And then remind your friends and neighbors that elections do make a difference. My nephew just got back from 2 tours of duty in Iraq. An election makes a difference. We spend $1 trillion halfway around the world, and not on our schools. An election can make a difference. I served in an administration where we took deficits, borrowing from the federal government. The Clinton administration, we turned those into surpluses.
That's right.
Elections can make a difference. And get involved and stay involved. That's all I ask of this group here. Now, if you even doubt that your involvement can make a difference, think about what happened in Florida 8 years ago and the difference that could have made in the course of our nation and its hopes and its prospects and its leadership abroad. And remember, too, that in the last election, it was young Americans, more than others, who thought that there was a candidate that young Americans embraced and beat the odds. If you would have had the odds in Las Vegas predict the outcome of this presidential campaign and played those odds and bet your net worth, then I would ask you to be my campaign contributor, because you would have been, it was 40 or 50 to 1. And it was people like my kids who read a book by a presidential candidate and thought there was somebody authentic, who was real and not phony, that they decided that was worthy of their support, even though he needed a little bit of, even though he'd get a little hazing on the job, as your mayor will, and every new face in politics will from time to time. So I'll tell you what, get involved. If you want, I'd be honored to let my campaign be a vehicle for your service. I'm here to ask for your support. I want to work for you. It's not about me. If I ever start acting like it's about me, fire me, because we have too many politicians like that right now. But I want to serve y'all, and to serve you, I need your help. I need help of people who get online and tell their friends to get on Facebook with me. I post everything you see, typos and all. That's me. I need your help financially. For those of you who can write a small check, and I don't mean big checks. I mean, isn't this unbelievable in Texas? Listen to what I'm going to tell you. Since Kay Bailey Hutchison announced her intention to resign, said she would last December, there's been a bunch of Republicans, statewide office holders, one here from San Antonio, Elizabeth Ames Jones, another railroad commissioner, Michael Williams, former Texas Secretary of State, sitting Texas state senator, and all. They've been hot on the campaign trail. I raised more money from small contributors online than all of those people have raised, than any of them have raised in total. Isn't that something?
That's cool.
At a time when we can't have a voice, when the politics of fear and the special interest politics tend to raise the big money, you can be part of that team and make history. And then you'll look back. And when the story is written about this race, people will talk about the shock that went through this country when Fox News next spring in a special election is saying, oh my God, look at what happened. There is actually somebody who ran on a platform of competence and compassion and inclusiveness who is now elected the next Democratic U.S. Senator from Texas. Wouldn't that be great if we had that? We deserve somebody who is going to represent all the people in Texas and not just the right wing of one party. And if you buy into that vision, then go to my website, www.billwhitefordtexas.com, contact Jorge, and above all, even if you don't think I'm worthy of support, get involved in helping your local Democratic candidates. Thank you very much.